Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Mode Monday. Today we have iconic buildings, rural buildings, and Polish map. Right, a lot of maps were released in the last 7 days. Some of them look really beautiful, some of them require additional mods to be installed, so go and check them out, especially if you want new maps. There's a lot of nice things released in the last 7 days. First, we have Farms by Oolykee, set of Finnish farms and houses. Small farm 3 vehicles, medium farm 9, and large farm 20. 60s brick house, old farmhouse, large old farmhouse. So you can see here all these buildings, farmhouses. I'm actually wondering what the capacity is. I didn't check. 10 people here, 8 people here, and 5 people here. Those could be like just the sleeping quarters for the farm workers, if you want to play it like that. The small one, 5 people, that seems relatively reasonable. Farm-wise, just hope they're not stolen from from Cities XL and stuff. Are extremely beautiful. Something that I'm gonna be keeping for myself, and I'm gonna be using some of them. I have to say that the models look a little bit on a shiny side, I have to say. Roof especially, so just a heads up on that. Other things, they look absolutely beautiful. Worn down just enough. It's absolute perfection. I think I really like them. I think this is the only one. The roof here looks a little bit on a clean side, but that's just my 2 cents. Anyway, how does it compare to vanilla ones? So let's try with the residential buildings. They will be on the small side here. So rural ones, 5,000, 2,000 rubles. They are way more expensive. They are more expensive than the vanilla ones of the similar size, so definitely not a cheaty mod. What about the farm, I hear you say? Farm wise, we have 49,000 for a big farm, which is comparable to the vanilla farm. So yeah, definitely not a cheaty mod. For more details, you have a link in the description of the video. The first Lviv power station, 1894, by Josus Game, or Josus Game, I'm just gonna leave it there. About the building, jobs 10 workers, 0.5 megawatts of energy production, works on clean coal, sure, whatever that is. Only 1 medium voltage connection, 1 road, 1 lane, 30-ton capacity. History, there's a history, I'm gonna leave it for you to read about it, so it's extremely small. Capacity-wise, we do have something in that ballpark, half a megawatt. Half a megawatt. Ooh, that's actually really small. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to check the pollution of this one, because it's really interesting, similar to the like district heating like factories, heating plants, would be something similar that I would be interested in. So if we go to the coal power plants, this is the Lviv one. Come on. It's just a building, 20,000 rubles compared to... you can't even compare it to anything similar. I do have this mod, which is similar in capacity, but it does have... but that is way more expensive. 500... No, actually, it's not really... it's not really comparable. This is even smaller. Pollution is only 4 tons per year, so this is definitely something that you can squeeze in your city districts. And also, it's iconic historical building. I definitely saw a couple of these back in the day when I was studying, so we had electrical engineering and all. Really beautiful model. A little bit actually on the bright side, I have to say. 2 clean walls, even the bricks. This is just a little bit of criticism on the model side. Price-wise, of course, it's quite realistic. I like it. For more details, link in the description of the video. And the most beautiful mod in this mod Monday, it's the Kudrinskaya square building by Mr. Alexaza and Bilman 007. There's a description in Russian. But there's a short description in English. I'm not going to be butchering Russian this time. I did it already several times, so leave it alone. A residential building on Kudrinskaya Square is a high-rise building erected in Moscow 1948 to 1956. One of the 7. That's probably the description. One of the 7 sisters. Yeah, I think the translation was ended abruptly there. It says here one of the 7 Stalin sisters. It has Sebia 1800 Cheloviek. That means 1,800 people can live in there. 50,000 Treugor. Okay, I don't understand this part. Right, so we have the building. 1,800 people can live there. Is it realistic? I don't know, actually. Let's see the size. I'm not gonna go into too many details. We have the Dnipro flats here with, let's say, 1/3 of the capacity. Actually, yeah, I'm surprised to say that. Floor plan looks kinda like it would fit in there, so I would say it's close to realistic. 1,800 people to live in this kind of building. Oh, you're probably gonna build only one of these. Okay, what about the price tag? I hear you say. So we have Kudrinskaya square building, 300,000. How does it compare to Dnipro? I think it's cheap. Well, let's check it. 356,000. And if we go to Dnipro is the measurement here just because it's kind of new vanilla. Okay, price-wise also is realistic. So I would say it's a realistic building. I don't think we're gonna see a lot of them, or you're gonna be building a lot of them. It's probably one off per map, but definitely something really, really beautiful. Details, absolutely stunning and amazing. Great, great work. Big thumbs up in my book. Okay, Bunkkeri Warehouse by Oskutin, a massive warehouse based on a real building in Finland, a non-blocking station with 8 loading zones. You can see the 8 loading zones, 2 on each side here. You can see them on the side. It's quite realistic. I don't know about the speed of loading, unloading. Usually trucks would park like this, and on the side of the truck would open and pallets would be unloaded. This is used as a storage. You have everything, and you have everything in decent amounts. Let's see if we limit this to, let's say, everything house, everything storehouse. This is still quite interesting amounts. Like food-wise, it would be a lot, I have to say. Materials-wise, it's quite realistic. It's not a lot. It's not a game changer, so that's interesting. Meat is a little bit too much, I have to say. And food-wise, maybe it's okay. I think it might be. It says here 4,000 tons of food. I would lower that probably by half. Food storage, and it would be kind of city. Well, maybe it's good like this. I don't know. I don't want to criticize it too much. No, half it. I would say that if you halve the storage of this, that would look really, really nice. And you can even squeeze it in somewhere in the city center, so distribution from here would be quite fast. Really beautiful building. Let's see where it hides compared to the other storage buildings. We have it. Do we have it everywhere? No, we don't. Here we go. We have in the under warehouses 200,000 rubles compared to vanilla ones. It's way more expensive. And you don't even have it here. It's only in covered warehouses, by the way. 200,000. I think it's quite realistic. I was lower the capacity just because I don't know how much space is internally and can it handle this much weight. But other than that, it's absolutely beautiful. Link in description of the video. Oskutin and the rural services. This is my favorite mod this Mod Monday. Let this be known. This is collection of Finnish rural services, gas station, 2 bays, rural market and rural pub. Several of them I'm going to be using, both pub and the gas station definitely, because it's absolutely beautiful. I love it, especially when you combine it all together. Most of the gas stations in Europe at least, and especially in the Central and Eastern Europe where I come from, you can buy almost anything there, like from alcohol to some of your everyday stuff, toilet paper even, just because they work 24 hours and just in case you need something. I will be probably in the future building this all together. The problem will be capacity, internal capacity of these, because it's quite small. As you can see here, 2.5 tons only for your everyday stuff. Alcohol wise, it's 1 ton, which is kind of average. This is perfectly fine. They don't consume that much alcohol for the amount of people they're gonna have. And then you have the gas station with 10-ton capacity. It's a little bit on a small side, but if I have enough of them, I think it's gonna look marvelous. Okay, what about the realism? I hear you say. I'm pretty sure that this is quite cheap, and thus being quite realistic. You can see here that these ones compared to vanilla one is half the price, a little bit less than half the price. But since the capacity and the storage capacity for vehicle storage capacity is the most important thing, I think this is quite realistic on the side of the construction. And then we have the shops. We have a pub here. Sorry about that, a rural pub. Unfortunately, why can't I find it? This would be it could, because it's under the under the tourism. So a rural pub over here would be 3,000 rubles compared to other. Whoa, it's actually as expensive as this. This is quite realistic in price. Period. I'm calling it. This is realistic in price. It's absolutely not a cheaty mod. For more details, link in the description of the video. Skid Fox 14 and greenhouses. Hi, this is a greenhouse mod. The building consumes electricity, water, and a bit of fertilizer and produces a steady stream of crops around 25 tons. It also has a storage about 200 tons. It needs workers, so be prepared to have a bus stop. It also has a factory connections if you want to directly connect it to a bigger storage. It took me some time to make it, so I'd like to thank my friends Ryan, Nibula, and Terry for the explaining any issues I had, and for the Yano288 for the mental support. Nice team you got yourself there. That's really nice. Now bear in mind that this what you see here on the screen could be due to me, could be due to my PC, but I have a problem. This should be all glass, white-ish, gray-ish glass textures here, but unfortunately for me it's looks like there's an issue. I don't think it's due to the mod. I think it's due to my PC and the amount of mods I have, so please don't judge it based on that. Buildings are absolutely gorgeous. You have like fuel storage or fertilizer storage over here, as you can see, and then everything is connected with the systems. It's probably one of the best greenhouse mods out there. I love it, and I'm gonna be using it myself. Now, 25 tons per day, that's a little bit unrealistic, I have to say. I don't know if 25 tons per harvest maybe, but per day that would be really high productivity. Maybe due to the other fields and other parts of the farming community being a little bit more productive than they should be. Could be in some books realistic, but I would like, personally, I would like do this at least in the tenth of the crops, because one big field, I'm gonna just demonstrate this. One big field, I don't know about without fertilizers, this one would produce 300 tons per year. This greenhouse would produce that within only a few days, within 12 days in full capacity. So definitely is, engineers as well are required. I don't know, maybe engineers, probably GMO and other stuff that you can use an excuse, maybe, but I think 25 tons per day is huge productivity, so just bear that in mind. What about the price? I hear you say so 36,000, which is kind of pricey for the building of this side, so that price is definitely realistic. Other than that, for more details, you have a link in the description of the video. Waste separation plant by Mach Cannon. Waste separation plant at the railway base, a garbage sorting plant on a railroad base. Okay, in the real world it's just a warehouse sorted by the people who throw away the garbage and guarded by someone else. In the real world, the houses on the four corners are container houses with cheap tin roofs. Okay, that's a little bit on the weird side. Okay, I might not be understanding this correctly. In the game, it's a garbage separation plant where the garbage is sorted by human labor. Because of the open air and the use of excavators and bulldozers, it can cause air pollution and shuts down when the temperature gets too cold. The speed of human labor is also slower than the one on the automated plant. Okay, I am not fully sure what the deal here is, but this is a normal waste separator as far as I understand it. You can see it here, the capacity is 50 tons. Excavators working here, I don't really understand that part. Probably in real life would be excavators working here. Let's see in the mod sections what do we have about this. It could create 16 tons of pollution. We can do this. This is one of the first waste separators in the game, so we need to give it a chance. I'm just gonna go here and compare it straight away with the vanilla one. It's more expensive, so it's quite realistic. 50 workers for both. Pollution is more or less... Oh, it's way higher pollution here. Okay, let's say that it would be this big pollution because it's still dealing with trash. Absolutely justifiably. And also look at the energy consumption is way higher than the vanilla one, 3.5 times-ish. 3 times more, so definitely quite realistic. Oh, import storage is way higher and the production is way lower. Seriously? Whoa, 15 tons of waste per day, and this one has the 50 tons of waste per day. Okay, so it consumes more electricity, it's more expensive to build, it's way less productive when it's supplied with workers. It is going to be challenging to have something like that, but it looks nice. It's covered for the people working inside, and definitely looks similar to some waste separation I saw here in Ireland, at least. Anyway, that's it. I think it's quite realistic because it's underpowered and more expensive than vanilla. Link in the description of the video. And I give you Stasiako and Polska/Poland. I think this is a rework of a map, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're gonna be covering it anyway because it's absolutely beautiful. It's quite realistic. We have Toruń here in the middle, we have Warsaw a little bit to the east, we have Białystok on the east, Istok meaning well, Białystok in Białystok, I think it means white hill or something in Polish. Correct me. Oh, we have the Krolowiec or something, how they renamed the city of Königsberg or Kaliningrad now. We're not gonna go into politics. We have Lublin. One of the best beers I had was cooperation between what was the Harris beer and Lublin brewery. It was called Lublin to Dublin. It was absolutely gorgeous, but it's not being produced anymore. And we have Rzeszów over here, we have Warsaw on the south, we have Kraków, Katowice, we have Wrocław, and then we have here Olsztyna. We have Świecko. Okay, I'm not gonna be butchering. Poznań, of course. My friends went to college there. And anyway, I'm gonna stop right now. Absolutely. Oh, my favorite place is here. There should be a lake around here, and there should be abandoned nuclear power plant here, Żarnowiec, near Gdańsk, Gdynia, and Sopot over here. Right, map itself, of course, it's extremely realistic when it comes to coal and iron, because the Poland is full of coal and iron, especially coal. They have with current production and consumption of coal, they have enough coal underneath Poland for next 300 years of electricity production and heating and so on. That was an interesting fact that I read a couple of months ago. When we go down to oil, barely any. Again, it's quite realistic for Poland. It doesn't have a lot of oil reserves. Uranium, I don't know if uranium is present at all in Poland, but here you can see it in the southwestern hills near the Czechoslovakia or Czech Republic, Bohemia. And then we have some of it near north, near Gdańsk and the Westerplatte, and then we have the bauxite sourced in southwest. I'm not sure if this is realistic or not, but since there's so many ores underneath Poland, I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, absolutely beautiful map. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to press the like button. If you didn't leave a nasty comment in the comment section, let me know what you think. Like, share, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it, and if you want to support the channel, I have a description of the video. Happy Monday all, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.